Hey guys, welcome back. Well, today I'm going to be taking a look at this little Eachine E58 pocket drone. This was sent to me from Brian over at True Drone Reviews, so be sure to check his channel out. He sent this to me a while back, and I wanted to do it just like a quick unboxing today. You know, I've been doing a lot of these unboxings lately. It's not something I ever really did a lot on my channel, but the weather just is not cooperating. It's either raining, snowing, or it's really windy. And it's just making it really difficult to get anything that flies up in the air, and I don't have any ground vehicles right now unless I revisit something. So I decided to do a little unboxing to let you see what this drone all has in the box. You know, Brian's done several videos recently, so you can please check out his videos as well. It seems to be a really good flyer from the last video Brian posted. This thing's just really fast and just really smooth flyer. So as I said, it's supposed to look like a Mavic Pro, but a much smaller version of it. This is a 720p version, so at least it has a decent camera on it. As you can see here, it's got the phone holder on the bottom. This controller is just like that D8 drone that I did an unboxing the other day. That should be my next flight review, is a D8. But this one I'll also be doing as soon as I can. So let's go ahead and open the box and let's see what's inside. Now Brian's obviously already flown this, so it's not going to be exactly how it would be if you buy it, but all the stuff should be in here. Looks like you have some extra props. Looks like it's just 2 props here. I don't know if Brian had replaced any or not, so it's possible it may be, you know, you might get a full set. I'm not exactly sure. I have to go look at his video. Here's the drone itself. It looks really cool because it looks just like a Mavic Pro. Looks like you also get some prop guards in here if you want to install those. I don't think Brian messed with them either. Looks really, really neat. I love the fact it looks like the Mavic Pro. Looks to me like the I don't hear any gear there. The camera's tiltable. Like I said, I didn't hear any gear, so I don't think that it's controlled by the controller. Just go ahead and just fold the arms out. Boy, that is just so cool because that is just like a spot-on clone of the original Mavic Pro. That's really, really neat. I've reviewed several of these clones, these toy clones in the past. They've been more like full-size ones. I've never reviewed one that looks this much like the Mavic Pro. Even it's got the 2 lights on the front. Here's the battery. It looks like it's a little 500 milliamp hour 1S LiPo. Proprietary, of course. As you can see, here's the cable, the charging cable. It uses a USB. It's a micro USB, so it looks like it looks to me like it's just a standard cable. Sometimes you have to be careful because sometimes you have to use the cable that comes with these, because some of them will actually charge from the cable. If you use the regular cable, it could, you know, cause a fire, destroy the battery. But this looks to be different. I think in the charging, you know, the voltage, you know, regulator and all the stuff's in the battery, I believe, is what it looks like to me. If that's the case, you can just use any micro USB cable. So this is just a really cool looking little drone. I don't remember the flight time on that battery, but you know, it ought to be you know, okay. 500 milliamps, not real large though. Just a super flyer from what I've seen in Brian's video. And it's got a micro USB, that's so silly. You do these reviews enough and you get certain words like micro USB and micro SD, and you end up saying the wrong thing. You don't even realize it until after you film the video. But it's a micro SD slot there, and that'd be nice because the video you record will go straight to that. You don't have to worry about recording the FPV footage. I think Brian's last video, something corrupted on the card. He didn't actually get it, but so I don't remember how good the video quality is. But I suspect it's going to be decent. All I really hope from these toys is it's not like a Jello fest. I mean, I don't expect really good camera detail, but if you can at least get, you know, decently stable video where it's not wobbling all over the place, that's all I really ask for in a toy drone. Here's your power button on top. Of course, it's got the swing open props that lock in place with centrifugal force, and that's just like the Mavic Pro, so pretty neat. As I mentioned earlier, the controller looks a lot like the other ones. It's got altitude hold, your pitch and roll trim. I've not looked over the controls yet, so I assume this is probably auto takeoff and auto landing, but like I said, I don't know exactly. Your controller opens up on the bottom here and lets your phone go in. Of course, these antennas are fake, so you don't need to pull them out. So these are your bumpers. I'd assume these are probably going to be your rates and flips, but it looks like there's also rear bumpers. So I'd have to look in the instruction manual to see what that is. I'll take a very quick glance, but if I don't see it really quick, I'll just go over it whenever I do the actual view. Here it is. So your photo video is up here on the top left. Your speed switch is here on the right. Your rear back right is your 360 flips, and this is your one key return and your headless mode. I don't like the multiple buttons on top. It's a little more confusing, but sometimes they have no choice, so I kind of prefer, I think the other one, I said this controls the same as the D8. I don't think the D8 just has the front bumpers on the top. Everything's also on the front. I prefer that over this particular style. This is like that little Spark clone I did I guess it was a year and a half or so ago. It had a goofy, motor kill 360 flip on the same button, which was like a design flaw because it had a motor kill on another spot too, and that was just really weird. I don't think that's a problem with this guy though. So that's pretty much everything that's in the box: your controller, your prop guards, your drone, your batteries, some spare props, which I said is you may get more than two. I don't know. Brian flown this several times. I don't know if he scuffed up or replaced them or anything. I don't know. So I don't know what the lights are. I'd have to power it on. I assume it's going to be white here in the front. I just don't remember from Brian's video. But I said really cool. Looks a lot like, it's about as much of a clone as you could get. I'm actually surprised they're able to do this without any legal problems because it's so spot on for a Mavic Pro. So if you're looking for if you want a Mavic but you can't afford one, this is a good toy option. You can at least say you have one that looks like a Mavic. And it's not going to be able to film like a Mavic. It's not stabilized gimbal, but it's going to get you some footage at least. So alright guys, but I should wrap this video up. So I'll be back with a flight review of this as soon as the weather permits, and like I said, I need to do the D8 before this, and this will be coming along the line, and then I'll get to the once I get this reviewed, then I'll do the Unique Breeze that Brian sent me. I can't wait to get that one up in the air, but like I said, I just can't get anything up in the air. The winter weather's just not cooperating. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this, and be sure to subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and click the bell so you know when I upload a new video. And as always guys, have a great day.
The power of the dark side.